EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. First carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's the option. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
3rd down.
working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Denver.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lock going to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill. Back to 60. Back to 60.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Hamler now on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Broncos first down.
Locke going to keep this himself. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. If you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock, open man Hamler, that's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
2nd and 8.
56. It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's all right. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Watch out. Mark 70. Number 53.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Mike 56. Get ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. I ain't here like I ain't.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down. Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
The score remains.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, King. Big series right now. Kill.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right now.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, check 24, check 24.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Broncos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 12. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a blessed with no one fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to the check. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
56, check 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Returning it, here's Hamler. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From from the gun on third down. Block, and he connects with Ertz. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Operating from the gun. Block. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, his second sack of the night.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Block. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, block. Buying time to his left. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Again, it's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Drake. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now it's Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Lindsey on the carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the ready. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the pass. Mike, check. 59. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Locke. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on second down. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
Fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. That's out to the left flat and complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It's going to be a long day. Chance. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Brent Urban there to get him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be. Check 26. Tighten up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Rep. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. Cut 19. Watch the back. 56 to Mike. Go. Man.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 27, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
Denver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Locke working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Jaguars 21, Broncos 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tackle made.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
He's coming. We got double up.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Colin Johnson, 52 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Yard gain on the play.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Locke. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Broncos.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Locke, right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Locke looks to throw it again. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Gain of 9 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Locke now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Locke. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Broncos.
Locke now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Again, it's Locke. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
That's how you get fired, baby. That's how you get fired.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
56. I got one. 56.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Ready? 56. Check 56. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.